Back in 2020, Sony dropped one of my favorite headphones ever, the Sony WH-1000XM4s. You know me, I talk about those headphones all the time on this channel. Those two headphones I love the most, XM4s and the AirPods Max. It's been nearly 2 years since Sony dropped those back in August 2020, which honestly feels like yesterday, which is crazy to think about. And Sony has finally gifted us the 5th iteration of these headphones, the WH-1000XM5s. Do these stand to the predecessors, or does Sony take a step back? Let's dive into this one. Sony introduced a complete redesign for the XM5s. As you can see, I had them on my hair right now. I don't have active cancellation on. I have just like the passive from like the coverage, and it's already just like chef's kiss. But before you get to the noise canceling, let's talk about the design. And I'm sorry if I was screaming just now, because these things are pretty freaking good in just passive noise cancellation. You can see me have a bright smile on my face because I'm just so happy. So we have a brand new design from these headphones. These are a complete redesign from the XM4s and the XM3s and even the XM2s, the XM1s, which did look kind of similar to the current or the past iteration that just passed us. These are completely new, as you see right here. I have in my hands, and I also have, for reference, the older XM4. So as you can just see off this quick glance of just these two comparisons, I'll give you a little more in-depth shot. These look nothing like these. These are a whole new design, way more skinnier, lightweight. Some would say less premium. I will have to disagree with that. They are so light. These are like some of the lightest headphones I've ever owned in my life. When you compare them to something like the AirPods Max, these things are heavy on your head. You can go to the gym and work out with these. You can't go to the gym and work out with these. Impossible. So now the design also features more of a slide-in mechanism for the earmuffs, similar to what the AirPods Max has, and I believe some Bose headphones, versus the old design, which was more of a metal inside it. Is like a little more clicky, not as smooth. But these are super buttery smooth. Like, it's pretty freaking awesome. One thing about the new design that I'm not a fan of, as you kind of saw in the beginning, these earmuffs only fold in this way. You cannot fold them 360 to go the other way. It's not a huge deal, but it can get annoying. So say you have it with your headphones, right? You have it like this. This is how it's supposed to be. Left earmuff, right earmuff. Take them off. You can go like this, but you can't go like this. And I honestly find that a little bit annoying, but it's not a complete deal breaker for me at all. And like I said earlier, the lightweight feel might make them feel a little bit more cheapy to some people, but to me, the build quality is as good as it's ever been. Like, let's talk about comfort, because that leads me right into that. Truly, truly, truly. I've been quoted in the past saying another pair of headphones, the AirPods Max, are the most comfortable headphones I've used. These are up there in terms of like comfortability, in terms of like the best comfortability in headphones you could possibly find. They have a brand new headband design where the cushion wraps around the entire headphone, the entire top headphone. You don't want headphones that you put them on and you feel like there's pressure coming down on you. You don't get that with these, and you don't get that with other headphones like the AirPods Max either. But you kind of did get that feeling with the XM4s, but with the XM5s, you don't have that at all. They also feature a new ear muff, ear cup design right here. These are super, super, super soft. Compared to last year's. Last year's was already soft, but these are somehow even softer, and they feel so nice to sit on top of your ear. I wore these the first day when I got them for like 5-6 hours straight, and I did not feel uncomfortable. My ears did not start to hurt. It felt amazing on my ears, super soft, and it's just like crazy, crazy, crazy ridiculous how soft they are. And it's not like too soft where it's like, how sometimes you have like memory foam and it's like too soft to the point where you kind of just feel like what's behind it, the plastic or something, like the floor, if something like a memory foam like matte. It doesn't feel like that. It's like the perfect amount of softness and cushioniness that you get. I could talk about the design all day long and the comfort, because those are two of the most important things when it comes to headphones, but there is two more things that's more important: the sound quality and the active noise cancellation. And we're going to talk about both of those right now, but let's start with the sound quality. As expected from Sony, the sound quality is chef's kiss. I love it. I love it so much. These have a perfect amount of bass, perfect amount of mid, lows, highs, all that stuff. It's not too bass heavy. I'm not a big bass listener. I don't need heavy bass in my music. I listen to rap and stuff like that and things that have a beat drop. But I like a nice balanced bass session, just like so bass heavy that everything else just gets muddy and the rest of the song sounds terrible. These don't have that situation. The bass is pretty nice. It sounds great. In the equalizer, you could fix that if you want to be more bass heavy. Feel free. But I like the more balanced sound that it already comes with. The highs, mids, and low are all balanced and clear. The sound really clean. I love what they did with them. You know me. I'm a vocals guy, and there's a distinction between the vocals and the instruments and everything else. And I look for that in headphones. I need to have good vocals, or else if the vocals sound muddy, why I'm listening to the song? I won't be listening to vocal music if I didn't care about the vocals. You know what I'm saying? So I need the vocals to be clear. And Sony came through hard and hit heavy here. Like, I thought the XM4 sounded great. These somehow sound even better than those. They took it a step forward and they got even better. And I'm just pretty amazed about what Sony did with these headphones. I tried these out using the aux cable that come included. Once again, it has an aux port. They sound great there. I used it on my MacBook Pro, and it sounded really good. I also tried it with Bluetooth on a cheap Samsung phone that I have. I no longer have my other Android devices. Haven't really talked about that recently, but I don't got the Surface Duo no more or the FE. I sold those two because I wanted to get something else, but I just want to slim down this, get a cheap phone from Samsung that I can use as an MP3 player. I'm going to make a video about that later on, about how you can turn an Android phone into your daily MP3 player, and what device to get. But on my device, it has LDAC, and it sounds great when it's to Tidal and master quality. 100% worth that student plan. If you're a student, try to get that, because for $10 a month, you get master quality and everything along with it. And Dolby Atmos, and it sounds really good. I haven't tried them out on Bluetooth with my iPhone yet. I'm going to do that at some point, but I don't really want to, because LDAC is the way to go. Whoever Apple codec they use AAC, unless you're using Apple-made headphones, it sounds, to me at least, it sounds very lower quality. You can tell the difference. I think anyone should be able to tell the difference, but I know I definitely can if you're not listening to AirPods. And as you know, Apple, when you use their products and their products, it magically works well, but when you use other products and their products, somehow it sounds bad, the Apple way. So I also tried using 360 audio. I thought it sounded cool, but I will be honest with you, it does not match up to Dolby Atmos whatsoever, not even close. And it's a nice feature to have on Tidal, but if you want that 360 surround feeling when it comes to music, use Dolby Atmos, is way better. Now we got our noise cancellation. You gotta talk about noise cancellation. Noise cancellation is very, very important. So let's talk about that. I'm happy to say, I love the noise cancellation on the XM4. It was very good at blocking out those frequencies, just like a engine, a plane engine, a phone, a car engine, a fan. Those tiny those, I think they're called higher frequencies. Lower frequencies, it was decent at it. Not as good as I want it to be. Because when I'm on the train or something like that, I want to make sure that not just the train tracks is being blocked. I want to make sure not just the train tracks are being blocked out, but also people talking on the train. Back in the days like 2019, the trains used to be packed and it was very loud. So when I needed noise cancellation headphones, I want something that could block out those vocals. And the XM4s, they do a pretty decent job at that, but XM5s, it's like they almost copied and pasted them from Apple, because now they have really more of a better attempt, it's just way better at blocking out actual voices, the lower frequencies. So you get the nice blockage of the higher frequencies and the low frequencies. And when I put them on, like I said earlier, when I just had them on regular and passive, I couldn't hear anything. When you turn the active noise cancellation, it's straight up silence. It's like you can't hear a thing at all. It's freaking amazing. And active noise cancellation also comes in ambient mode. If you saw my XM4 review for the WH-1000XM5s, the earbud versions, I was not a big fan of the ambient mode. I'm also not a big fan of the ambient mode here. I just don't like Sony's attempt at ambient mode. It sounds like the voices and the things around you are coming through like a speaker, and it doesn't sound natural whatsoever. Other products have way better transparency mode, aka Apple, where it sounds more natural-like and it sounds very clear. But from with Sony, it sounds kind of just like this uncomfortable feeling I get when I put on ambient mode and I hear things around me. I just don't like it. Something about it just makes me feel funny and weird. So those are my main points for the review, but let's get some quick history that are also very important for these headphones. You got the speak to chat feature. I don't use it often, but it is a cool feature where if you're in the library studying, or you're walking with friends or something like that, and you listen to music, but someone's talking to you, it is good to have that feature there, so when you start talking, it pauses your music. If you're someone who likes to sing along to your music though, don't keep this on, because if you do that, it's gonna pause the music, and it's going to be a very annoying listening experience. And of course, we got to talk about the brand new case that came with these things. The case is completely different than last year's case. This case is more of a bigger, bulkier case. It looks like a small backpack, which I think is pretty cool. But you open it, it's a nice case. You know, it has this secret compartment here that you can put in like your cables and your charging cable and like other stuff in there. I think it's pretty cool. Big case, but it's very hard, very sturdy, and I know it's gonna keep the headphones completely safe. Also in the package, I should mention that you get your aux cable and you get a USB-C cable to USB-A to charge it. You don't get this lightning thingy that's Apple's that I added to it myself. You don't get that, sadly, but you know, it'd be cool if these companies doing those things now, because as you all know, Apple and Samsung and pretty much any major phone on the market no longer have the aux port. So that sucks. So it'd be cool if companies like Sony can include those for us, so that, you know, if you don't have one, you don't have to go buy an extra one or whatnot. You know, and I feel like if you get one that's Sony quality, it'll probably be better than Apple's. For some reason, I just think that. I don't know. And the biggest thing here is going to be the price. The pricing is definitely something to take note of. These are way more expensive than last year models. XM4s cost $350, $349.99. These clock in at $399, aka $400. So $50 more for what you get. Some people might not like that price jump. The reason for this is because I think Sony just trying to price. I guess they saw Apple release theirs at like $500 or whatnot, and like, oh, Sony Apple could price it at that and sell some. Bose priced at like $450 for like the 708 UCs. I think like it's like $450ish, or maybe $500 almost. Sony probably like, we can hike the price up and probably still get sales, you know. And what Sony is doing this year is that they're actually keeping the XM4s on market at $350, so you have two options to buy now. You could go a little bit cheaper, or you get the more expensive model for $500, and you get the upgraded technology and stuff like that. So pretty nice to have options from Sony. And you can get the XM3s on like secondary markets for probably like $250 or less, so not bad buy. So overall, how do I feel about these headphones? If you could not tell throughout this whole video, I love them. I think these are amazing headphones. I think Sony came out with punching. You know, they saw Apple attempt at their over-the-air noise cancellation headphones, and they said we can't be caught lacking, and we got to come and make it even better. I love the lightweight design. You can take this to the gym. They feel great. They're not heavy in your head. The case is a little bit more heavier and more sturdy, but you know, if you put them in your bag, it shouldn't be a problem, honestly, in my opinion. Just make sure you have a big enough bag, I guess. You know, that guest book bag I had probably would not fit these, but my tech book bag definitely should, I hope. I don't know anymore, but we'll figure it out. So I definitely recommend these to anyone who's looking for a pair of active noise cancellation headphones that wants to upgrade technology. If you're someone who aren't the person who wants the newest thing or the brand, like the small changes that come with these, if you don't really care about them, get the 350 XM4s. It'll be worth the price. You might be able to find them on sale on Best Buy at some point for like $300. Definitely go for it. But I recommend these. I think these are way better in every shape or form. I think the new design is top notch and on point. And I think Sony really hit out the park with these. So thank you for tuning into my brand new video. Hope you like the new sound quality. I'm using the new Rode Go Wireless 2. They're not new, but I'm using those. I'm going to do like a little video on those at some point to talk about it. But I'm going to test it out a lot more in these videos. I personally like it a little bit more better. I did like a couple of sample vids to listen to it before I recorded. And I'm using 4K on my camera too now on the ES-M50 to see how that looks. Set 1080p, and I think I'm happy with the quality of both. So you let me know in the comments how you feel about the brand and quality of these videos. Let me know if you like it or you don't. I just like this mic because it's a little bit more freely. I could go over there, here. I don't walk in my views that much, but if I start doing that, I don't gotta be confined to what's on top of the camera, and I could be more free. And I like that. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and of course, you know me, we're going to do a full comparison of the AirPods Max and the XM5s. I got to do another battle to see who wins. AirPods Max won the last one. We'll see who wins this one. I love both a lot, and I don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to do a really more in-depth video and listening before that to see which one I really do enjoy using more. So look out for that video coming soon, and I'll see you then. Peace out, y'all.